are online at last. It's been a while. 2 weeks again. Next one should be on schedule next week, unless these guys have something to say about that. Do you?
No. Next week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing good there. I mean, nothing.
Nothing good there. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Good to know.
mean-
Good to know.
Nothing that would interrupt it.
At this moment in time. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unless something horribly surprising happens, we should have another Babylon 5 episode next week. Hurrah!
Woot!
Which is going to be unusual because Christmas is coming around behind the corner. During the Christmas, we'll probably be skimming a couple of weeks. Probably, we'll see.
Holidays, Christmas, plus New Year's, plus Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It's
might
all...
be. But we'll try and get the base sorted. Meanwhile, it's been a wonderful week. Everything has been happening for a reason, and everything should be working. The guys asked me how have I been doing, or what's been going on around in my life. Well, there was this funny story. I was at the headquarters of F-Secure on a gig. You guys probably... Do you even know what F-Secure is?
No, tell us. That sounds super interesting, though.
F-Secure is a Finnish antivirus software developer. It's one of the big ones, I believe, in the markets. Like McAfee or Avast or something like that. But they have their headquarters over there, like a few miles away. I was over there with a computer open in front of me. Like, I don't mean like, but I mean like, and
Okay.
the phone rings. I'm like, okay, oh, it's my boss. Hello. Did you hear? Did I hear what? The company you're working for, it's bankrupt.
Oh, no.
What? So I'm like there, middle of a job. The boss calls me. The company's bust. Links me an article on the internet on the Finnish national news service, Yle, where it's like the company's broke, out of business. I'm like,
why did you bankrupt the company? Restart.
well, obviously they couldn't afford to pay my salary.
That's the obvious joke, obviously, but first off, oh, that's terrible, dude. Oh, buddy, that sucks.
No, not as much to me as the 450 people who actually work for that company on a daily basis. I was there as a temp for that day. I was supposed to be temp for that day and the next day. But the company went bust, and the boss said, yeah, you're not going there tomorrow.
Wow.
Ouch.
Just do your day, go home, and we'll see what we're going to do with you tomorrow. So,
Wowzers.
and now I've been, it was over a week ago, and now they found me a new job, and I'm working 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, until Christmas. With one notable exception, which is the 6th of December, the proclamation of the 16th Amendment holiday, where the slaves were given liberty in USA, or what we call Independence Day, which is when Finland declared independence. That is a national holiday for some odd reason.
Huh.
So yeah, we have we celebrate at the same time as the former slaves of USA, which I do believe 0 are still alive. I could be wrong, obviously.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, it's one of those days. I mean, the company went bankrupt, and I was like, oh hey, this is a nice story. I called fucking everyone. Everyone I knew, like, hey, I'm working for a company that went bust. Yay!
But that was just a temp part, right?
Yeah, I
Or-
was only a temp worker at that company. The temp agency is going to pay me regardless of whether or not they're getting paid by the client company. So I'm safe and secure. I have a new place where I temp at, and yeah, it's been nice.
All right, well that's good. Well,
At least the hours are secure, and I know where I'm going, and I'm supplied most of the things I need. And unlike the other place where I was temping at, the days were like, yeah, you go there and we'll see how long it takes. Which is... I never knew when I was home.
oh boy.
And this place has Saturdays, so I get more salary on Saturdays. Which is nice. I like money. Money's nice.
Money's good.
So, what about the rest
Doesn't
of
doesn't
you?
buy happiness, but it makes the world go round.
Oh, money definitely buys happiness. Anyone who says anything else lies. It just...
Yeah, they're not been to a strip club.
It's just there is the certain level of happiness that the money buys. After that, it's useless, and it's usually something around $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Anything above that is useless in terms of happiness. Anything under that is detrimental to your happiness.
I still say we should go back to the days of making one giant idol and owning a piece of that idol,
Maybe.
like those Easter heads from Easter.
Or like Frog Scanner says, money buys things that bring happiness. Like vacations. Vacations are nice. They make me happy. But yeah, what about the rest of you guys? Any exciting news from you?
Nothing majorly exciting. It's that I've just forgotten. So sorry for all our viewers for tomorrow. Sausage Power won't be on because I'm actually hosting people over at the flat, and I forgot about that.
Party time, excellent. Blue, 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 blue. But also sad. Oh, Pepsi.
Party time! I was looking so forward to wearing my uniform, but no, I'll have to wait another week. I blame you. You. I blame you.
I blame you. I blame you. Sorry.
What about downstairs? You guys having any news?
Yeah, I got another date right after this, so yay.
Another date.
Gonna
All thanks
Yeah.
to the Babylon Project. Watch the Babylon Project
Totes.
and get dates.
This gets me a lot of skin.
Right.
Hopefully none of it's my characters.
Oh, and I hurt my shoulder again.
Oh dear. No,
Yeah.
you're lying to us. That's a nicotine patch.
No, for real. That's like
That's some nicotine patch.
that's an actual shoulder thing. Goes all the way back.
Oh dear, that looks bad. Stop hurting yourself like that. I need you alive.
Yeah, well.
If that was a nicotine patch, could you imagine what the dosage that
Yeah,
would be?
there's my nicotine patch, and here's my nicotine air.
16 times the dosage.
I should stop doing that.
Yeah. You will never quit.
Oh, also, I suppose next year, quitting this New Year's res.
Oh, we'll see how long
It's
that
all
takes.
part of the Carlos 4.0.
Already at 4.0? Oh dear.
Yeah,
I'm still at
Carlos
1.2.
4.0 project. What's that?
I'm still at 1.2.
Well, the other versions had a lot of bugs. Too much bloatware.
I call them features. What happened to Carlos's 1 and 2?
Are those version 1 and 2? They're alright. Once version 2.5, though, it all went downhill. Version 3.0 was buggy as fuck, and there was tons of complaints. Tons of complaints.
The beta version of 4.0 seems to have a lot of attraction among the clientele.
Yeah, a lot of key features. We really streamlined it for for the clients.
You're going to get a chap on the door.
Oh boy.
Okay. Right, so I suppose we should get back to the issue at hand since it's game time.
Mhm.
So, Doc has been waiting all this day. He's been wearing the uniform and everything. So let's get this show on the road, as they say.
Walk around my house like this all day.
Where's the goddamn button? Button! There you are. Okay, we're on the game mode. In the last episode, I do believe our gentlemen were able to hijack a ship in Centauri spaceport on Beta 2. This is a active Centauri spaceport. You have a ship on your hands with a multitude of the bodies within it. What are you planning to do?
Alright, first things first, I figure we scour the rest of the ship, figure out what else is here, gather up all these bodies, probably just dump them in space. That's my suggestion, but Captain, what are yours?
If we're going to be dumping bodies, let's do it while we're in hyperspace. We take the ship. I'm going to sell it.
Yeah, get some of our stuff back from these fuckers. Sold everything else. Doc, you doing alright? You look kind of shaken up there.
Currently, right now, Derek is just on his knees, kind of holding his PPG almost listlessly, kind of just staring at the guy he shot in the head. Very vacant expression, like he's looking at it, but he's kind of just like almost staring through it.
Walking up to Derek, and I just slap the PPG out of the hand, and I'm just gonna grab you there, and I'm just gonna go, get yourself together.
Yeah. I'll work on getting the bodies. The bodies ready. Yeah.
Lennon, you're with me. We're gonna secure the rest of the ship. Make sure there's no other booby traps or surprises around.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me. I'm gonna make my way to the bridge of the ship.
Great idea. Let's split the party. Fantastic. Doc's with himself and all the bodies by himself.
He'll be fine.
So
They'll just
Lanot
rise up.
and Malone are out for looking for traps, eh?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Traps and or investigating the rest of the ship and all that jazz.
Traps and any other hostiles. Fair enough. Give me a recon roll. You get a +2 for... No, you get a boon for having Lanone with you.
Alright. There it is.
Alright.
There it is. Recon with the boon.
Yeah, the boon did nothing for you, but the roll was good anyway. You scour the ship and find a few booby traps, but mostly they seem to be the sort that people are doing to other crewmates, which are intended more for mockery than for actual damage.
Oh.
As for hostiles, you find none.
Alright. Captain, ship's clear.
What about Captain? What were you up to?
I'm just perusing my new domain.
So just looking around.
Yeah. Mainly heading towards the bridge, but I'm gonna. My eventual purpose is to get there and look through, the systems, because I want to get an idea. Were these guys confirming they were scheduled to go? Because I don't want station security knocking on the door going, "Why have you not left yet?"
For now. So you want to peruse the computer systems and navigational logs or schedules?
Oh.
Fair enough. I believe that's going to be an astrogation roll to figure out what they were planning on doing. It's an easy one, but it's an astrogation roll anyway.
Yeah, which is not really my forte. So nope, I don't have astrogation, so I'm assuming intelligence there.
Education in this occasion.
Okay.
Ah, you made it. You noticed that they were scheduled to leave and head towards the Morbus system.
Morbus. When you're saying they're scheduled to leave, was that going to be like right now, or we still got like a couple of minutes there?
Yeah, they were supposed to leave like an hour ago.
Oh shit!
Somebody delayed them on purpose.
Oh yeah, of course, me. Okay, so
And also in a meta narrative, we also have to go after Dugar.
Yep. Yeah. Remember, from just reclarifying what we knew out of character from last session. Okay. We know Lannon had mentioned to us that there was mentions of him getting sold. Oh no, it wasn't Lannon, that was the guy that we...
Yes, there was mention that he was sold on Beta 2.
Beta 2.
The slave trader.
The slave. And we are at Beta 2 at the moment there.
You're at Beta 2 at the moment, yes.
Okay.
The Beta 2 high port slave auction ring.
Okay. I'm gonna... Does the computers give us information about the sale de Gar?
Only that it happened, and there's also the receipt for 80,000 credits.
On the receipt, do we have the name of who paid out to them?
You do. It is a person. When did I put my notes getting in? I shouldn't have these. Oh, right, it's on the computer. Sorry. It's. Damn it. Wrong window. Silly me.
Silly you. Tricks are for kids.
Yes. It was sold to a Mr. Jaddo.
Oh, them. Jado?
Yes, to a Mr. Jaddo. Apparently there's no first name available.
No other information at all that's like shipping distance or anything like that? Or just out of curiosity, I'm wondering.
Sorry?
I'm just thinking, could it just actually be our Sajado by any chance?
There's no first name available on this listing.
Mm. So it's a member of the Jado family, okay.
Meanwhile, Doctor, what is he up to?
He is like slowly like searching for the medical bay on this ship. Assuming they have one, it might be small.
Well,
No.
to be honest, on this ship, there's the medical bay consists of a single cupboard.
Okay, well, he's finding somewhere to kind of lay the bodies out, clean them, wrap them up for whatever they're going to do with them. But you kind of notice that, you know, as he's working, there's like a slight tremor in his hand as he's like putting all the bodies together and whatnot. You know what I mean? And he's just, I mean, there's nobody in here, but he's like almost laughing, like in the silence, just by himself as he's doing this.
I'm just remembering. Did we actually ever do a vetting process for Mr. Turner?
He did not.
He just showed up.
Yes. I'm now kind of regretting the lack of vetting on our ship.
You're not here. You don't know if he's slowly losing his mind in a corner somewhere.
No, of course. This is not in character. This is just out of character.
But yeah, it's like a laugh, but then you kind of eventually hear the laugh start turning to sobbing as he's just getting the bodies ready for them to do whatever with the bodies. But that's all he's doing.
Oh,
We've broken the doctor.
Doctor broke himself.
Right, you.
all right,
So-
Captain. We checked out the ship. Seems alright. Nothing else of interest over here. A little bit of cargo. Just your basics. No clues about anything else, and no other enemies on site. Looks like the ship is ours.
Yes, it is. I have been able to obtain a name in regards to who made purchase for the Gar.
Oh,
It's just listed as Jado.
Jado. Don't know the guy. Never heard of him.
Yeah, it's not normally a first name, it's a family name.
Oh, you recognize that?
You should also recognize it. Our astrogator is of that family.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why did my brain think of that? Ugh. You know, to be quite honest with you, you guys' Centauri names, they're kind of foreign to me and I always get them mixed up. And I've been mixing up Fear and Veer this entire time. I took an explosion here. I got a really bad hearing.
Yeah, I always notice you don't seem to hear well out of that ear. That's why I always try to talk on the other side of you.
It's getting better since I don't know, the whatever the that guy put in all the nice little things in me. It's getting a lot better, but
Yeah, the
Shadow.
techno mage.
I call him the space wizard, but yeah, the techno mage.
Fairly sure. I'm still disappointed that you would deal with those sorts of people.
Well, I'm disappointed with a lot of things. I mean, quite
Yeah.
honestly, I've disappointed a lot of people. Things did not come out right, and I made a lot of terrible choices. But we're just trying to slowly correct them. And I think our next thing of correction would be to get Gar back. Shadow, you say, huh?
Then perhaps you should contact Mr. Jaddo.
I'm thinking of that, but our last conversation indicates he's not generally friendly with his family. But it is our best line of inquiry, I think.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? We call him up and say, hey, you got our dude. Give him back or we're gonna kick your ass.
Let's see. I'm gonna... Because we flew in the Jacaranda, didn't we?
Yeah, we got this ship in the Jacaranda now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make a comms call to the Jacaranda. And I'm gonna get Mr. Jaddo on the line.
Yeah. You get to the comms,
Mhm.
and there's an answer. Jacaranda, how can we help you?
It's Cortas.
Ah,
Is Jaddo?
hello boss. What can I do for you?
Is Jaddo there?
Just a moment. Fear! I want you! And Freja's face gets replaced by Fear's.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in your family who will potentially buy Narn slaves?
Non-slaves? Not that I know of. Jedi family didn't even have slaves since we left non-space. Well, non-homeworld it is. Even before that, the house policy does not allow slavery. But there are few who don't follow that rule.
I've been we found Lannon, but Degar looks like he's been sold. No,
Where was he sold?
sold here on Beta 2. I've got a receipt here. The only information I've got would appear to be your family name, nothing else.
Oh boy. Yeah, there is a family member on Beta 2 who uses slaves for gladiator shows. The type that the family would rather not speak about. They would not want to be associated,
I
but
can
also
understand.
can't do anything about. He's in protection of the local governor.
Find out as much details as we can. Looks like we're gonna have to go catch a fight.
Looking at last time I checked,
There's this
Those-
little notification on the screen that says incoming message.
I just. Is it just the like basically? Is it like a equivalent to just like a email
Call waiting.
message, or is that call waiting?
Call
there?
waiting. Sorry, my mistake. It's call waiting.
Yeah. What I'm gonna
Incoming message, not message received.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it the way where basically the screen's blank and I'm just gonna muffle my voice there. And actually answer it.
Yep. Seems to be a rather official looking Centauri. This is Beta 2 mission control. It appears your departure is late by a matter of 1 hour 25 minutes. Is there a problem? Do you require assistance?
Negative, Beta 2. Apologies, we had some issues with some of our crew were a bit late come back from shore leave there. They have just arrived. I do apologize, and we'll be making our way as soon as a spot is available.
Give me a deception roll, please. You may not use your social since
Oh,
you're
no,
not
of course.
being yourself. So that's an intellect roll.
Come on. 8.
8.
Thank fuck I'm trained in deception.
Please identify yourself, sir.
Oh shit.
I am ship's mate Chorus.
Can I please be patched to the captain?
Captain's indisposed at the moment.
Please have him at disposal at the earliest convenience.
Of course, I do apologize.
Mission control out. You have the what's it called, distinct feeling that it's not over.
Well, shit, Captain. That didn't go so well. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't think we're taking this ship.
Oh, we're taking the ship. Well, I take that back, Captain. You're in charge.
I'm just gonna look. Out of all of us here, who's most comfortable flying a ship?
I mean, I normally fly small vehicles, but I mean, it's just a bigger version of that, right? Slower is like driving a big semi.
Do not look at me. I can barely fly a space fighter.
I mean, he might not be in his right mind, but technically, I do have the flyer skill.
Flyer is for atmospheric flight.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
So I'm not
Pilot
gonna
is for space.
Actually, I think I
All
have.
right, I got some.
No, I don't have pilot.
Oh no, I don't. I have
I
-2.
thought I had pilot.
Why is it negative? Wait, did I get hit? Oh, I did get hit.
So,
You.
I'm just like, our issue is we have to go after Dagar. If we don't, he's gonna be killed. In those games, they'll just put him in again and again and again, and he will die in the end.
Well, yeah, I could fly us out of here. It'll be a bit bumpy though. I could use some help. Doc, if you want to give me a hand.
Oh, I'm not there. I was just speaking
Oh.
esoterically out here.
Captain, if you want to give me a hand.
Yep. I can fly. It's just my issue is if we start flying now because they're wanting to speak to the captain.
Well, fuck it. I'll be the captain. What's the name registered here?
Do we
Check
have
the logs.
Yeah. Do we have the name?
I mean, we have logs. I mean,
Yes. It is Captain Muno.
All right. How do you want to handle this?
Just like your out of character, how much do I know about a certain doctor's computer skills? A nice little computer he's got.
I haven't hit it.
You haven't heard that.
I haven't hit it. I whipped it out to do several things on this ship.
Whipped it good. Bum, 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 bum.
Bow, trika, wow, wow. Sorry.
The highlight of the episode. I whooped it out.
I whip out the computer.
Clip that.
No, don't clip that.
Doctor is whipping it out everywhere.
I just got this image. It's going to be a clip of below just going like this. I'm poor. So I'm just going. Ah, fuck! I'm not going to live this down now.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just thinking we could have. We just need someone to talk to him, but if we can.
Yeah, I'll be Captain Munoz.
I know they need to see his face on the screen, so if we just make it look like there's a bad comm connection from the ship.
Yeah, there is a chance that it's actually your doppelganger.
I'm just gonna actually have a look at who can. Is there any video logs?
Yeah.
Who comes up for the Captain Munoz?
This is you.
Yeah.
This is Malone.
Mhm.
All the other options are neither.
What about me?
Two. There we go.
So
Well,
it's
neither one of us looks anything like that dude. Come on, Captain, tick-tock.
Yeah. If we get just a wee bit of the video footage of one of his logs, but then loop it into the signal, we can just make it look like.
We'll need Doc's computer help to do that.
Hmm.
Hey, Doc, get up here. We need you at the bridge. Something's up and we need your skills. Drop what you're doing and meet us over here, ASAP. Please.
There's a real like awkward pause, and then yeah, okay, I'm away.
as the Doc runs through the ship's bowels to the bridge, he can hear this creepy laughter echoing in the hallways.
Yep, losing my mind.
Hear that we've got a haunted ship. Worcester, it's not Halloween anymore.
It is for me!
You hear a bunch of turkeys. Gobble, gobble.
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so we get to stretch out Halloween.
So we're celebrating turkeys and syphilis, is it?
I stroll on the bridge. You guys need me for something?
Yeah, Doc, looks like we've been made. We're gonna need your computer skills to make our video look like the captains of this ship's video feed so that we could talk to the security personnel so they don't come suspicious and so we could get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Can you handle that?
I can certainly try. I mean, I could probably also. It's a thought. We could change the ship's registry and put the ship in one of your names, and just lie and say it was sold to us recently. That's why they came to Batang. That's
a great idea.
Whichever idea you guys think is best.
I like what he's saying.
Yes.
Well, can you make it happen?
Yeah, better do it under Malone's name.
I can certainly try.
Oh shit! I get my own ship now.
So,
I mean, it's a piece of shit, but I'll take it.
what do I do to change the ship registry and file it in the appropriate areas? So when they look at it, like, oh, okay.
I think the explanation on how we do it was covered in the Expanse somewhere.
Yes, unfortunately, the Expanse is no longer available in my area, so I cannot see this reference.
Oh.
Right. So meanwhile, you'll just have to explain it. I'm
That was on-
waiting,
it was on-
Mr. Landis.
It was in the first. It was in the first episode. No, not the first episode. First season.
Ah, yeah, this first season, it's remarkably short. Only 20 episodes or so.
Or 10.
Hour-long episodes and so forth. No.
Never saw that show.
So
I do believe the required role in this instance is computer's role. Getting a bonus for all the infiltration software you have to get into there. There's a chance that you are obviously discovered, especially if there's paying special attention to this ship at the moment. So what level of security are you running, and what level of intrusion software are you running?
well, my intrusion is 4, and my security is 3.
How much is your bandwidth maximum?
I don't know. You tell me. From this super swanky computer, I told Morton that I need to be able to run everything on this at once.
Right.
So you tell me.
You got bandwidth allowance of 4. Period.
Okay.
For a laptop, that's amazing.
Yeah. So my intrusion bandwidth 1 is 4.
You can only use your bandwidth's worth of levels.
Yeah.
At the same time. Which means you're using a 0 level security, I assume.
Or 3 intrusion, 1 security, maybe? Now, kids, what we're doing is actually
Something
breaking
highly
the-
illegal.
yeah. In the UK, it's called the Computer Misuse Act.
In Russia, it's called civil service.
Yeah.
I would like to personally apologize to the fair citizens of the Russian Federation. My intentions were only to make a light jest and not to insult anyone in particular. Please leave my show alone. Please, I will never make fun of you again.
That includes the accent.
No, not the accent. Don't take the accent away from me. Please.
I've been asked to say that Putin is a very nice man, and I greatly admire him.
It takes a moment to set up everything back again. Oh. Well, at least I've learned my lesson,
Froggy.
hopefully.
Froggy says, I love Mother Russia.
I truly do love Mother Russia.
I'm just
Please
gonna
forgive
love
me.
it if Malone just has like a knock on the door right there.
Surprising part, it's a knock on that door over there. That's just my. That's supposed to be my cupboard. Right. So, where were we?
We were about to hack the other computer, not Wooster's computer.
Well, you missed the targets there. I'm sorry.
Is that technically a failed roll?
Well, because the hacking was such a masterful attempt, I'm just going to have the rule that that our hacker just managed to do that, because that seems to fit the bill.
Fits the narrative.
It fits the narrative. So congratulations, you managed to hack the thing.
Yes.
What's up? What's going on?
You did it. You hacked it correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't though say that you didn't get caught, but you did hack it.
Well, I didn't get to decide which one. I was going. Could I have done 2 and 2?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Then my security would have been 2. So 14 plus to hack my system.
Yep.
It might have failed, but it still makes me feel better until I get caught.
Yep. It's definitely smart to go with the high defensive, especially since your security system alerts you that there has been an intrusion attempt on your computer.
Bink.
But you managed to change the registry that the ship is under Malone's name. He's designated as the owner, but not as the captain in the logs.
Okay. Well, the registry is now in your name, Malone, so you are the captain of Rockoff's Bounty.
All right. Landis, you want to connect me up to the tower? We'll let them know we're ready to leave, and we'll pay whatever shitty fines that they impose on us. I find that if we throw money at the problem, it usually goes away.
So, I'm going to stand out of sight as Malone stands in the front, and I'll just hit the relevant buttons to put them on to the tower.
Tower. This is Captain Noah. This is Noah Malone. Of the you wanted to talk to us. You wanted to talk to me.
Yes, we requested the captain of the Bogoth's Bounty to call us at the earliest convenience. You're not the captain of the Bogoth's Bounty?
No, I'm the owner. Sorry about the delay. We've been making a massive purchase here, and the ship's mine now. But I apologize for any delay, any inconvenience. Whatever extra docking fees that we've incurred, we'll be very happy to send over.
Yes, we've had to do a sizable rerouting of other transports in your delayed departure.
Yeah. How much more do I have to pay?
Well,
Send it
it'll be
over
100
immediately.
credits per hour.
Yeah, no problem. Apologies, we're on our way out. Transferring funds to you now from my account.
Thank you.
Sent. We'll be out in 5 minutes. Thank you, and apologies.
Well, that's a call went smoothly. The tower is out. It appears they have been dissuaded by the promise of money.
Yep.
200 credits, or 100 credits, right?
100 credits per hour, and you've been over now. Do you want to be stingy at this point?
No, I'm gonna send them 150 credits and let's get the fuck out of here.
So, your plan is to take the ship and get the hell out of Dodge.
Let's meet up with Jack around, I suppose.
Jacaranda is docked on Beta 2.
Kind of like very languidly just say, it would probably better for us to go back to Betaine. That's where we just came from, right? Betaine?
Mm-hmm.
Betaine, and do some research on how we can find Dugar. At least you have some power where we're going. Madness.
If we can get the ship to Betaine, I can legalize what we've done, get it sold and pay back what's been taken out.
And we can do research because we don't know what we will have to walk into.
All right, so who flies this ship?
I'll fly it.
All right, I'll stay back here with you. Or actually, how do you want to sign the rules here?
I mean, technically, you're the captain of the ship, Malone. Of this ship, anyway.
Yeah. All right. So, Doc and I'll stay here. I'm sorry, Captain and I will stay here. Doc, you take Landis. Meet up in the Jacaranda. We'll meet out. Let's see, a click away. Huh?
You said Captain and I'll stay here. Landis will go.
Lando.
Lando.
Lennon. Fuck. What's my brain? I didn't have coffee.
Next
today,
you're
guys.
next you're going to be ordering the ambassador of the Centauri Republic around.
Or asking for a Chewbacca.
I'm literally turning red, guys.
Okay, so you and Landis will stay on the ship, and me and Lennon go back to the Jacaranda.
Lennon.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest we meet out 20 clicks out in space at these coordinates here, and we'll plan out whatever we need. We'll go from there.
Yeah, you can definitely form a convoy, since only one of your ships has an astrogator. So you would want to go in a two-ship formation where one follows the other.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, I've wrapped the bodies and I have them placed in the cargo bay.
Huh.
So.
Oh,
yeah.
good job, Doc.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm leaving
Take
now,
it from here.
and I just walk away.
This way, actually, I do not know anything beyond the airlock, so Doctor, perhaps you will take the lead.
No problem.
I will make sure no one's going to touch you on our way.
Okay. Thank you.
That's not going off. I'm going. Do you think the doctor's okay?
I don't know. No, I don't. I think shit's starting to get to him. We've all been through a lot of crazy shit. I'm more used to it than anybody else. But I think he's more used to saving lives than taking them. Well, listen, we can't worry about that right now. We got a job to do.
Yes.
But keep an eye out on them. And it wouldn't hurt to be nicer to him, too.
Yeah, maybe I should not slap that. PPG out of his hand.
We just gotta be a little bit more careful. Keep an eye out.
It should be noted that I did not pick it back up. So wherever you slapped it, that's where it still is.
All right. As the new captain for this ship, Landis, I ordered you to take us to rendezvous point 20 clicks away.
And I'm just slowly but surely powering up the engines, bringing up everything up. Trying to make sure I'm on 1/4 impulse and not on. No, I'm on thrusters, not on
Don't
impulse.
put it in drive, not in reverse.
No. Do you have the space brake on? No, I don't. Are you sure? Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Undock or release the clamps from the dock.
Just give me your piloting roll so we can see how well you do the first time, since you have absolutely no idea how this thing handles, and you don't have the time to practice.
When it's like boom, boom.
We leave and there's that little there's a gas, where you pump the gas. That fucking the snake is still on there. The hose is still on.
The nozzle is still in the tank. It's not that bad, luckily. It's not a pretty start, but at least you don't peel off any of the paint job while you're on it. But you're pretty sure all the neighboring pilots are laughing and pointing towards your ship as it leaves the hangar bay.
Yeah, I basically.
You're like that guy going 5 miles per hour
Exactly.
in the street while all the cars behind are honking. Get off the road, idiot!
I think I might have, like stall started it a few times. Just in the.
Yeah, it's like okay, where's the okay, just raise the bit a little, Too much! It's stalled.
You flooded the engine.
Restart. Well, to be honest, this ship is equivalent to the modern day buying a nice 1980s Soviet-made Lada.
Fuck. That is how it travels. It's like half stalls, half gravity pulls it along more than anything else.
Yeah, if you put on the wrong gear, the gravity plating goes off. It's full of these little surprises.
Yeah. I was just waiting for
It's
your.
a temperamental lady, but it'll take you there.
I was just expecting you as you made that joke about the larder, just for you to disconnect again.
Tempting fate.
Okay.
I want to see what's going on with Doc and Lennon.
Yeah.
His adventures with that.
Yep, Dr. Lannon. Absolutely no problems getting through the Centauri spaceport. The only thing you do notice is that the people are looking at the rare sighting of Nbari and making way for it. For some odd reason, they do seem to recognize the stride of a warrior who is not giving fucks. And as a side reference, they also leave room for a odd-looking human thing over there coming with it. So you make it to Jacaranda in the same amount of pieces you left the other ship.
All right. Well, I would get on. I would relay what Malone told us about meeting him 20 clicks out, or wherever in the fucking space we're supposed to be at with him. And then I would go in my medical bay and just sit in complete darkness.
Fraser looks at the dog's expression and goes, do you want a whiskey with that?
No, I just walk away.
That usually helps with the previous captain.
Yeah, because that was heavy.
That's a good callback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, right. I'm supposed to be piloting, and yeah, your your sensors are able to notice the arrival of an incoming call from Jacaranda.
Oh. Put on screen. Malone here.
Hello, boss.
Hey.
Okay,
All right.
I'm going to be right there. Actually, I see you on sensors. Well, the ones that are working, it's like we are mostly flying blind with the Minbari sensors of light. But I can see you up there. I think that's you. Are you intentionally leaking fuel?
Oh, damn it. Landis? No, we're not. Listen, we're not very good at flying this thing. You're gonna have to slave the control system to ours and, slave our two ships together. Wherever you go, we'll go. We gotta get back to Butane. You think you can handle that?
Oh yeah, we can get to Butane. I'm not sure about you guys. But we'll make it work. Fear, you got the coordinates ready? For Butane, you idiot. Yeah. Yes, now. Yes, we can wait 5 minutes. Yep, okay. Right, he's on it.
Thanks for the tip or shutting off fuel to fuel tank number 4. I think that's the right button.
Oh, well, hope so. Okay, yeah, I'm setting into course the jump gate, and Fear will get us from there. Sending you the linking info, and we're on. Accept.
Yes.
Make sure the fuel shutoff valve is engaged for that engine.
Yeah, we should. Tank number 4 is turned off.
You hear the noise. Shish Kebab is asking if you need a mechanic over there.
Yes, very badly. Send them on one of the shittles.
Yeah, I'll send him on the Ferrero. Oh wait, no, I can't pilot while I'm piloting. Fudge! You don't have to pilot.
All right. We're here docked. We're here out in 20K. We'll do whatever little repairs we have to do. We'll get whatever arrangements we need. I want us out of here in an hour or less.
Fine, fair enough.
Pull up next to us and we'll go docking bay to docking bay. We're gonna stand perfectly still. It's very hard to fly this thing.
Right, just let me fly the ships. You try and fix it. I'm going to try and fly the two ships at the same time.
I believe in you. You got this, buddy.
What? Did you buy a bike? How? Why is it? Okay, I'll focus on this. You do what you have to do. Try and figure out if you can keep that thing intact all the way to Butane. That rhymes. Why does it rhyme? I'm not a poet. Damn it. The call.
Landis, I need your help over here.
Yes, Captain. How can I help you?
I think when you flew us out, we dinged something. We're leaking fuel, and all these lights are flashing red and making beeping sounds. Here, help me fix this up. He's got piloting skills, so between you and I, we're gonna do a couple of repairs.
I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of like you'd assume like it'd be like an emergency shut off.
That's a mechanics roll, baby.
I got that. Nice.
You both apparently have mechanics 1, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think all three of us do. It's weird.
You're not
How
that
we
bad
also-
off. You're actually trained mechanics, so
It's almost like we're all very invested in keeping the ship together.
Yeah.
We know it gets fucked up all the time. Here we go. All right. That's
It's
a
like
not
we
bad
all
roll.
believe we're MacGyver.
yep. Well, you notice that you spent most of the way to Bataine fixing this, fixing that, fixing this and that. It's like it's an endless toil for just 2 mechanics that go around several days. You barely get a nap here and there. You're exhausted. You don't regenerate any part of your body because of all the toil you're going through. There's no rest for the wicked. It's like it requires just 5 mechanics just to keep this ship floating. But eventually, you do get to Bataine.
Of course, while that happened, there was an unfortunate malfunction with the cargo doors holding the bodies.
I haven't heard anything about that.
That's what we're going to report to everyone else.
That some of the cargo was lost in an airlock accident.
Yeah, exactly.
One of
Part
the
of
cargo
crew, too.
containers went missing in hyperspace. Bye.
Oh, it's cold.
Baby, it's cold outside.
No, for real. It's November. It's northern United States, and I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt with no sleeves. It's fucking cold. Gotta turn the
You
heater
wanna
up.
swap places? Seriously, you wanna live here? I'll come over there. Swap places.
Oh, America's the best place to live in the world. Fuck yeah, America.
Okay. How many days? How many days did it take us to get back to Bataine?
Well, apparently you got off lucky, and it only takes you 3 days.
Okay. Derek has slept maybe 4 hours in the last 3 days.
Yikes.
So
It's
Derek's
it's
probably
it's
got
pretty
more
much the
sleep.
same for these 2 guys.
I think Derek maybe had more sleep.
So we didn't get the our new crew member on board to help us out.
No, you didn't have a pilot who was able to take him over.
All right. Well, there's that then. Okay.
You really want your pilot to be on the nerve when you're going through the hyperspace and moving. So
I'm aware. Yeah.
even poor Fraser has been doing 24-hour shifts.
Yep.
So the crew exhausted, but arrived at the place of Landis's glory, the high port of Bataine. By the way, who did you leave in charge while you were gone?
Oh yeah.
Doctor.
No, on the space station.
Being the that's a good question. I think we never actually answered that, did we?
I don't know who's part of your staff over there.
Yeah, we never actually answered.
Did you
that.
leave the old establishment in order, or did you give the reins to your mistress or your wife?
I think I would have. Concerning like some of the arguments we've had, I'll probably hand it over to my dear Ariana.
And now for the consequences.
Oh God.
The as you exit the airlock,
Mm-hmm.
there is a fresh scent which is highly unusual for this sort of place. Like a breath of fresh air coming. It's not exactly fresh, but compared to the last time, it's like somebody sprayed deodorant everywhere.
The Lysol, that smell of Lysol everywhere.
Yep. And the main promenade looks like it's been cleaned of litter and trash. There's been some efforts of trying to polish places, but it's still underway. There's several workmen doing that. Just currently making the place look prettier. And that's the first impression you get from the thing.
What's your wife's name again?
Ariana.
Ariana.
Rihanna's name is all the way on page like 3.
I'm just like looking at one. I'm hoping that giving my wife a planet might keep her off my back for a while. It might actually work for once.
It takes about 15 minutes of you being on the station and just enough to get a grasp of the changes that have been made. When you see the old administrator walking towards you like a wildfire about to engulf you. Sir! I'm sorry, my lord, I must protest this immediately. Your wife has been making remodeling, has been turning this place into I don't even know, this fancy idea of Centauri style and fashion. This is an outpost, not a court.
And it's also the first port of call from Minbari space to our territory.
The Minbari trade goes through Epsilon Eridani. This place houses mostly, well, people who are mining the rim and coming here for supplies. They don't like this sort of thing. They want their things like they used to be. Dirty, depressing. You know, they don't want to be upbeat about it. They want to wallow in the misery.
No, everyone scrubs in the dirt to actually make it rich. Why not give them a taste of what they're truly working towards? Let's take some pride in our territory.
To be completely honest, my lord, I have been running this station for the last 10 years. I do think I know what I'm doing. It's been rather successful and making quite a lot of money while being a station under the employ of the Republic. There has never been a single complaint about my style of leadership.
Until now.
Very well then, sir. My lord, I wish to enter my resignation effective as of immediately. If my services are not required, I will rather find another place to do that at.
You're welcome to look for your services to tend and offer your services elsewhere.
Very well then, lord. I will pack my things. He bows.
You don't need to pack your things. I will send them on to you.
As you wish, my lord. I will leave on the first transport out. And he turns to leave.
Dang, that was harsh. just too fucking tired to do anything but sleep for a week.
Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to talk to the wife.
Yeah, listen, if you need me, I'll be in my quarters and jerk around. I'm gonna say hello to William and then probably take a nap for about a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for all the help on the ship.
Yeah.
Land this year, you should get some rest too. You got a smudge of oil up here. Right there. And I smear.
Hold on.
Alright. We're docked in butane.
Yeah.
Getting back on the jacaranda.
Yeah.
Going to my room, saying goodbye, good night, hello to William, and then taking a long fucking nap to whatever's needed next.
So I'm gonna head off to the quarters that have been set aside on the station for myself.
Yes. As is typical. Also, these quarters have changed significantly since you last were here. Well, mostly because when you last were here, it was full of boxes to be unloaded and set around. But now those boxes have been long unloaded and the place looks homely, just like Ariana's style. There's the scent of fresh lavender in the air and all the things are neatly arranged. The place is a bit more canned than you are used to. And you notice that there are several things missing that you thought were your wife's favorites, but are no longer to be seen. Like that one statue representing the goddess. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah! Landers, welcome home. How was your trip? Successful, I hope?
I've retrieved a good part of the money, but they actually also spent some of it. So I've ensured the people who did it have been punished. And I took compensation by seizing the ship they used.
What good news. You must be satisfied.
Unfortunately, one of our crew members from the ship is still missing.
Oh dear. It's not that handsome human, is it?
No, he's fine.
Thank the maker.
He's fine. He's just a wee bit tired there. So.
Oh, you should have invited him over. We do have the guest bed.
I think you'd be dead if I had invited you over.
I do not want any part of this.
It's like all the insurance is being drained from him. That's what's happened. Oh, sorry. I'm just going. At the moment, Ariana, most of us aren't. Nah. Maybe later we can get into a wee bit of frivolity there, but we do have to retrieve Degar and save him.
Is that the Nan you always talk about?
Yes, but the issue you got to think of, Ariana, it doesn't matter what species he is. If he's associated with our house, our enemies can freely attack him without us protecting them or getting revenge for him, then we are open to attack.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense in the man's world.
Also, as if I was to leave them, or anyone, without making an attempt, how can any of our staff trust me to be out to protect them?
Well, you must be tired of your long journey. Come, I'll get you some hot jala and you can sleep.
Just out of curiosity, what was your impression of the old governor?
Oh, the administrator?
Yeah, the administrator.
Yeah, well, he's sort of an old sword. He likes the things as they are. Stuck in the past, I'd say.
I think your problems are being resolved. He attended this resignation.
He did?
Hmm.
I'm surprised he was so adamant on staying and making things his way. But this is your station, not his.
Yeah.
Anymore, that is.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't like a dirty old station, so I had the men clean it up. Well, at least they
Yes.
started. I suppose they tell me they shall be finished by next week. Well, I don't know. They seem to be kind of slow and sluggish.
How about this at the moment? Because there was mention of some remodeling.
Oh, yes. We're having the stalls remodeled, so they won't be so drab and boring. Some livelihood to the local scene. And also, I'm setting up a theatre in Section 3.
Right. How about? I'm not saying we don't do that, but how about we want people to be on our side? There.
Who doesn't like theatre?
I'm not saying nothing about the fear. I'm just thinking. Sometimes people, even sometimes too much change, people are afraid of. Doesn't matter how good the change might be.
You have to do these things at a big jolt, and then they get used all of it at the same time. Saves on the time instead of doing bit by bit.
How about this? Like, we'll have the bits that you've already done remodel, but everything else at the moment is up for put down just for getting that cleaned up and getting that redone in the regards of recut. If the actual colouring is started to wear out, to get it recolored and so forth, but not entire remodeling work. That is quite a bit of a disruption to people at the same time.
Fine. If you want, I will cut down on the remodeling of the station.
I'm not saying we don't have to do it. I'm just saying the pay. Just take the tempo down on the pace.
Fine. Can I at least remodel the temple? It barely has any gods in it.
No, doesn't matter if this station is on Centauri Prime or in the Rim or in the deepest void of space. The gods must be worshipped.
Well, good, because I already started that remodeling. Donated my goddess to it.
I was
miss
about
her.
to ask about that, so that's where she went to.
Oh, yes. It was a travesty, really. Just a shady little corner. A few offerings here and there, and some fat, drowsy figure. Don't know. I replaced them and put some proper Centauri gods and the Great Maker in there.
Okay.
So, Well, sit down, sit down.
Huh.
Sure. Some hot jala, please. So, what about the rest of you? Just sleeping?
No,
Yeah.
Somebody's not sleeping?
I'm not sleeping.
Malone is sleeping? He's knocked out.
Totes Malone is sleeping.
So, what is Doctor doing while these are sleeping?
Yes.
You have a space station at your disposal with still a few sleazy and disreputable locations available for public consumption.
Oh, I hope Doc doesn't do something stupid.
Oh my God.
I do hope he does something silly. It
Um,
adds to the story and the tension.
No, because the doctor is currently just really is tired of death currently at the moment. So would probably try to find like the worst medical spot on this fucking place and just would provide medical services for free to try to at least attempt to get back to where he was.
So, he's going to open up a free clinic?
I mean, are there no medical facilities on the place? He's just going to volunteer his services.
Well, there is a clinic. Just the bare birdest clinic you can imagine on a space
That's fine.
station. It's little better than the cupboard in the other ship.
That's fine. He'll work there. But be mindful, he has not really slept in the last, 4 or 5 days. So that's probably not going to end well.
Well, roll me medic check and give yourself a nice -4 penalty.
Minus what?
-4.
Okay. So that's pretty much So basically, I am rolling medicine like
An
amateur.
office.
A regular person.
Yep.
That completely takes away my medic.
And
Still
you
good
still
though.
roll an 11? That's not that bad.
I'm a good doctor.
He's a very good doctor. Yeah, despite the sleep deprivation, the doctor is making a contribution to the medical society among the Centauri people and the other aliens living in Batrain Station.
I mean, I think as he's doing this, like to anybody who's like being watched, if he has to like put a scalpel in his hand, you see his hand is constantly shaking right until he makes that first incision, and then he then that's when the medical portions just kicks on autopilot. But as soon as that's over, he goes almost like right back to that kind of dark place in his mind.
It's almost like a Zen thing,
Mhm.
like a meditation, like you go into flow.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yep. Well, it is a grueling work since you have the cover for the lazy doctor who barely seems to know anything about aliens to begin with, despite being over here. The local doctor seems like he's been ostracized by the medical community and being sent into this butt fucking nowhere because of some slight he did, and he's lost all hope and is more drunk than workable. But at least somebody here is doing their job, and that's you.
Yep.
Healing the wounded, curing the sick. And in the end, you work yourself to the point where you cannot stop to sleep.
I would like to roll to stay awake.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll to stay awake. That's an endurance roll.
At -4?
No, that's -5 now. You work today.
-5? Okay, that's fine.
That's a 4.
Even, and I rolled pretty good for that roll.
You did.
Yeah.
You rolled fantastic.
That is a 6 and a 3. And yeah, it all comes up. You are able to force yourself to stay awake for a few more hours.
Okay.
What do you do in these 1d6 hours?
This is probably a horrible, horrible idea.
Yes.
No. Hold on. I want to see. Hold on. I take a stem.
You take a stem.
Yep.
Okay.
Slept
You are
for-
immediately refreshed. And there's absolutely no downside effect for this. But you feel like you just slept 8 hours.
I kind of mentally in my head, I do the math and think of how many times I may be able to successfully do this before it becomes a problem. But I do it anyway.
So, meanwhile, Doc has been working all day. You've been sleeping all night. Or, well, the equivalent of a night. So you two are waking up refreshed after a long, long sleep. One of you in your own bed and the other one in your wife's bed or your shared bed or both.
All right. Fresh day, fresh new set of problems. Let's go deal with them. All right, out of bed. Problem number 1, Billy. Problem number 2, Dugar. And problem number 3, let's figure out what we gotta do with this shit. All right, Adam, Malone, let's go.
So like we all three meeting up somewhere to discuss plans of action.
I'm just making a mental checklist out loud of what the shit that's concerning Malone. But yeah, I'd suggest Landis and I meet up, and hopefully Doc is around. Doc, you still out?
I didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what the stem is for.
Now wait a minute. When you're out in the station, or you're back in the...
I took the stem when I came back. I took the stem to stay awake.
All right. Hey Doc, you're looking pretty refreshed there.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah, I had to sleep like a whole days. I could sleep some more, but things coming up. Let's go get some meet up with Landis and figure out our next steps.
All right.
Landis. Hurry up and get out of bed. It's already daylight's burning. Meet us down for breakfast. I'll cook us up something.
I'm just like tapping them. You just hear me growling. What ungodly hour do you call this?
Noon.
I should have you shot.
Don't you know Centauri require at least 16 hours of sleep a day?
Coffee? Not coffee. Not coffee. There's no way there's coffee here. Breakfast and stimulant drink. Whatever.
What's this entire equivalent to coffee?
I don't think it's. I think it's hot Jala.
Yeah, I think so. Like Jala is pretty much like, is what you're gonna get.
Alright. Jala it is.
It's alcohol.
Jala and... Oh.
Yeah. It's noon. Hey, it's 12 o'clock. So it's 12 o'clock here
It's
right now.
Centauri space. What Jala is to drink morning, day, and night.
All right, breakfast, drinks. Let's plan out our stuff. What did you find out about Dugar? What are we gonna do about that?
Yes. Just give me a second. Right. Yes, so I was chatting with the young Jado there. There is a member of his family that resides on Beta 2. They don't talk about it because different families have different rules about conduct. His family are a bit more liberal compared to other families. They don't believe in holding with slaves and all that sort of stuff. There, other noble families do. Well, his cousin, or whatever you want to call it, is a bit of a black sheep because he trades in slaves for gladiatorial games. The type of games that we're talking about are a big proper game is between two actual willing participants there, but there's just as many shady places.
Yeah, underground fighting rings. Not unusual. So you think they put the guard? You think Jetto is fighting an underground ring against his will?
The guard will be probably for at least a lot of them. They want sport, so an easy kill is generally frowned upon. So I'm expecting that they will at least give them some training. And then
Well, what's our plan? We get back to Beta 2? Are you gonna go back there? Is that where he's at?
I don't know. As I said, the big proper games, yes, they're on Centauri Prime. They're on every planet, but I don't know where these illegal games are.
Why don't you have Jetto contact them, try to dig up some information?
He could. We'll have him chat, see if he can find any information, but the issue is, from what he's described the cousin as black sheep of the family, he might be suspicious that another member of the family is trying to talk to him suddenly about the business.
Fine, how about we just buy him? How expensive can it be anyways?
A good fight, a good gladiatorial fighter. About a couple million ducats.
I would say it would be a little suspicious if we try to buy him back, because would a Centauri normally come and just randomly buy a Narn fighter?
There she is. Everyone would be most noble it'll be frowned upon for a noble family to buy a Narn fighter because they're trained to fight to the death.
But I'm just saying, if you came there and say, I want to buy him, I would be a little suspicious.
Yeah. It's not the sort of commodity that you buy, just these places, they don't.
Well, here's the thing, we don't know very much. We gotta get something happening.
I mean,
It's either that or, we go in and bust some heads.
Yeah. I mean, we need a cover. And we need a reason to want to be there.
This is the thing. There will be elements, so even in But attain that probably will be able to answer the questions. We just need to find out who in the system will know about the pits.
Well, I would suggest we sell this ship that we recently got, so that way we have a little bit more equity to
Yes.
launch this venture to save Dugar.
Yes. That was going to be the first point of business, is trying to resolve the one of the issues that they're going to use against us. So what I'm going to do, or what
Damn
I've
it.
set up, was there was still some money on the ship from what they had done spent all the money.
I mean, I think it was like out of $1 million, it was like only like 50,000 left. It was a stupid low.
No, it was 11 million ducats. That was 22 million credits.
Yeah, but it was like a very small fraction of that left.
Yeah, it was something like how much was it that they?
Got it written down here, 150K.
Oh damn, that's scary.
Oh no! That's literally what I paid. 150K was what I paid. I just wrote that today. That's not it. Ignore my.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna do is I'll put whatever.
You have not recovered a single credit from these guys.
What? So it wasn't on. Oh, they had it all in credit accounts.
No,
It was safe.
Safe.
you have not opened the safe yet.
Damn it! I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I do apologize. Wooster, thank you for reminding me.
All right, let's crack the safe.
I was waiting for when you would bring it up.
Yeah.
An opportunity. I'm not hiding things from you, I'm just waiting for you to come to a discussion that leads to it and then point it out.
Let's crack the safe.
Yes.
Where's
Yes.
lockpicking?
Yes, that is the part of the ship that did not require any maintenance. For some odd reason. And it's a bit larger than you would expect on a grain ship.
Well, is it we just find ourselves in front of a massive vault door?
Not that massive, but like imagine a 60-inch TV.
Pretty big safe.
Like
Yeah.
a gun safe. The door of a gun safe. All right.
But looks a bit different than a door of a gun safe.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, let's see what's behind door number 1.
So
Who's
who's
got
going
the
to
key?
open it? It's locked.
Is this one of the times when I find out I should have been really bloodthirsty and took all the right hands of every single body?
Is it a biometric lock?
It is now.
No, it's not actually. It's not biometric.
Thank fuck for that.
It's old-fashioned mechanical lock.
So we just need somebody with mechanics. Or lockpicking. Lockpicking is good.
I don't think lockpicking is a skill, actually.
I don't think brute force is gonna do this. Let's see here.
So what skill we would use to take this out?
Mechanics.
Dynamite.
Okay.
Dynamite.
Okay, I would say mechanics first.
Mechanics, intellect, yeah.
So, I mean, that puts me at a 2, but I'm at a -5. So
No.
it's fine.
Those penalties are gone.
Oh,
They went with the stims.
Okay. Yeah. So, you want me to do it? I have a This be intellect.
Yeah, you're the smartest guy we got. I mean, my technique to open this sucker up is a little sticks of C4.
So I get my little doctor's stethoscope and try to get all old school.
Nice. Nice. I love it.
Give me some dice.
That's a 7.
Froggy says dynamite is the best skill.
No.
That's a
Dynamite is how you
7.
kill yourself.
That is a 7.
Yeah.
That is not enough to open this door. The door remains closed.
Okay, I guess we get some dynamite.
Alright, Doc, we tried it your way. Now let's try it for heavy explosives.
I mean, wait a second. Can we just buy like a welding kit and just like take a welding and just, you know?
If you want to do it the boring way, sure.
I would prefer to do it the way that. Yeah, you know what? If you want to do dynamite, let's do dynamite.
No, you're right. Because then we'll destroy whatever's behind there. Blah blah blah. All right, let's get it. You point out the weak spots for me, and we'll figure out how to open this sucker out.
Okay, you point out the weak spot. Roll me engineering and yeah, just engineering. There's no hull engineering in this game for some reason.
Sure, yeah. We had a bridging kit before.
Yeah,
There's an
breaching
engineer's-
pods, but those are gone.
There's an engineer's skill.
Oh shit! I don't even have that.
No.
Oh boy, this is terrible.
Do you have demolitions, by the way?
I
Or
do have demolitions.
you can use that. If you want to use
Wait, do
explosives.
I have demolitions? No, I don't think.
Explosive.
Wait, I thought
Explosives, I think you have. Or do you? Demolitions or explosives?
I had that at a previous. Yeah, I did have that before. Where is it at?
Do you have it on previous character?
Oh, it's under explosives. All right.
Yeah, explosives. That's the one. Just use intellect for that. Or education.
I had to use intellect. If I had education, it would have been a different story. Probably still would have been enough.
Yeah, you can use explosives or you can use the welding kit.
Here we go. Oh shoot! I keep forgetting that every time I have to go back to and hit 0 on there. That's also 6. 4 plus 1. Jesus, I'm rolling terrible. We're all rolling terrible.
Sergey, he's pointing out.
I'm gonna use a little bit just around this little section here. Stand back just in case. I don't know how old this stuff is.
Okay. So you decided to use the boom booms? You use the boom booms. Let's see what the results are.
Terrible.
So it goes. You feel the vibrations in the next room. You hear the heavy sound of.
Nice.
And then you smell burning. The smoke of a fire.
Rush in with fire extinguishers. Breathe in.
By the time you manage to hose down, you notice that a great portion of the wealth within was in paper money
Of
that caught
course.
fire in the explosion and is now unusable. Luckily, a portion of the wealth is in gold sovereigns, also gold ducats, and some other valuables that are much less damaged by the fire. You managed to recoup from this only 3 million credits worth.
6 now.
So
Take it.
3 down, 9 more to go.
No, that's 3 million credits, not 3 million ducats.
Yeah.
We owe 11 million ducats.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's 1.5
1.5
million ducats.
Yep.
In that safe.
10 more to go.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take basically 1 million ducats worth of that. Use that to pay off, like make sure like the at least the initial payments on all the loans are covered.
So that means you are left with 1 million credits of disposable cash.
Disposable cash for us to help us work out the next bit. I'm then going to be looking into the actual. So I'm just trying to figure out. Basically, if there's any. Is there actually any big ship brokers or ship sellers in our region, or would we have to be actually taking it somewhere else to sell?
Yeah, somewhere else. There's some ship trading going on here, but it's not one of the ship trading hubs. But if you want to get rid of it without involving any outsiders, this would be the best place.
How do we have an
I
idea?
wish Wesley was here. He'd probably be able to give us a sweet deal on this.
Slaps a hand on the roof. This baby holds so much grain.
He'll be like, baby, this can hold more grain than you ever want in your life.
This thing will hold so many Centauri bodies.
Oh my god.
This thing has so many nook and crannies, I've still got to find the body of the previous captain. How can we channel our inner Sodor?
You speak high and mighty, and then I don't know.
We miss him so much.
You do. You do.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Right. So, yes, you have the credits, and do you wish to put the ship on sale?
Yeah, I think is like what we want to do is just try and figure out where would be the best place to actually sell it. Like, how much if we were like. I'm assuming there's going to be like an equivalent of like ship, like in the UK we've got like a car magazine called Auto Trader. There's like something similar listing potential if we were to look at what ships of that type would be going for roughly.
Yeah, sure. There's some listings going on.
Something like a space Craigslist.
Yeah, basically.
Craig's Space List.
Or I don't know, Space eBay. Whatever. I couldn't think of a good pun. Space bait, the doy, that's what it would. Fuck.
Spacer John.
I'm not as good at with the puns as some of our audiences.
The pun meister. I was trained by the very best. Well, anyway,
Okay.
The ships of that type, you gather go from, depending on condition, from 2 million ducats to 10 million ducats.
10 million, right. I think it's a question of us actually trying to look into this and actually try and figure out how to maximize it with, but at the same time bring the least amount of trouble back to us. Because we could potentially get the 10 million ducats, but then I think Reefo will know, yes, we did hijack this ship. Yes, we did sell it.
We've done nothing wrong.
Mm.
Guess we can.
Why don't we
add
take a
some
5-minute break right here?
Yeah.
Decide
Yeah,
on
that's a good idea. Let's
Get some
make
caffeine
10
in my
minutes.
brain.
We'll be back at the top of the hour. 10 minutes time for you guys to think about what you did wrong. I mean, what you did right. I mean, what you're going to be doing.
Dynamite was the answer.
Dynamite is always the answer.
Yep.
See you soon, guys.
All right.
Now, right. So, what have you decided, Captain? How do you want to get rid of your ship? This little beauty over here. Straight into my drink, of course.
So I'm gonna be going and using the I'm trying to think how to do this. Yeah. So I'm gonna get in contact with our chat with Ariana. There.
The what?
I'm gonna talk to Ariana about this. Okay.
Okay. Yes, darling.
At the moment, I might be heading off to sort out the rest of the situation I discussed earlier today.
Ah, yes, the nun situation.
Yeah.
Yes, I do hope you're not going to be joining the war for it.
No, it's not that bad. But what I'll be needing to do is, while I'm doing that, is you see the extra ship I've brought in?
Yeah, yes, the hunk of junk.
That needs to be sold, but we need to try and get the best price we can for it.
Yeah, well, I suppose. If I could get a price out of the thing.
The sheer scale of it. However, it might not even get the best price being sold as a freighter. If you can sell it as something else, do it.
Well, if you want me to sell it, I will take it as a challenge and try and get a good price out of it. Maybe we can sell it as some sort of a casino barge or something.
Exactly, there.
Oh, good point. It could be just put into the make an extension of the station out of it. Some remodeling. I will have to see about it, but we'll see. I'm sure we can turn that into money somehow.
It's what I would suggest, if you're going to do something where it's not straight up 2 cuts, but it's going to be an investment, write up the plans for it. There.
Plans? Fine, if you insist.
And I'll be back as soon as I can.
So you want me to have it make money for you?
It's either
Or you want me to sell it, one or the other?
It's either we sell it or we find a way of making back more money than what we'll got if we sold it.
Right. I'll try and figure something out. Try and do the math and that sort of thing, boring stuff. But you go on, save your friend, whatever you want to do. You are, after all, the Lord, and I'm just the Countess. Left behind to do all the important work, while you gallivant around the galaxy, saving it from the troubles.
Yes. I'll try and be back as soon as I can, my love. Before she can even say anything else or point something out to me or get me involved in one of her schemes, I'm gonna exit stage left and hope it's not the closet.
It's not the closet.
Thank goodness.
I swear I could hear a loud giggle. Well, anyway. Right. So you exit the stage left. I do suppose I should roll what Ariana does, but I'll try and do it before the next game. There's a few ideas for that, but I'll settle those between sessions and you'll find out when you return to the station.
This is probably something I'm gonna find funny, but also like I'm ahead of the wall.
Earl, so what's your plan now?
I think we're gonna have to get into the pits, get into the fights.
Alright. Back to Beta 2. Get into this fight. Kick the guard's ass. And then take him back with us. I like it.
I'm just like looking at him and go, you do realize how strong Lon are?
No, I've never fought him one-on-one. You think you could take me or what?
I'm not just saying, I'm not talking about Degar himself, I'm just saying Narn in general are.
Well, I know the first time we came across them, they kicked my ass, but it's no fair. My clip fell out of my shotgun.
Yeah, that was them shooting at you. This is going to be either hand to hand, or maybe
Blades.
exactly blades of some kind.
Well, I guess we'll improvise once we get there. Right now, we have no plan. We haven't even talked to this other Jetto. So, I'm still saying we buy him back. Save us all a bunch of headache. But I've got no problem knocking heads together.
We can have a look and see what we can try. No harm in not trying, at least.
Yeah. Wanna...
So I think we get the Jacaranda ready to fly out again.
Roger that. Get our crew back on board, get everybody geared up. We'll head out to Beta 2.
Yeah. And fingers crossed he's being kept on the planet for the pits there, not somewhere else.
Alright, folks, you heard the captain. Get the ship ready to take off. I want to be out here in the next 2 hours. Engines up, food supplies, fuel, the works.
Jacaranda is ready to leave at any time, love.
Does anybody want to contact Babylon 5 to see if they can turn our sensors back on before we leave?
Oh yeah, we better do that.
Yeah, we should probably let them know that we have Lennon. We should probably let them know that we have Lennon back. Doc, do you wanna let them know? Get a hold of Lanier.
Sure.
Appreciate ya.
Boop. Just hang up the phone. And I attempt to call Babylon 5. Call Lanier.
You have reached the Minbari embassy. Your call is very important to us. Please leave a message.
Hello, this is Dr. Derek Turner of the Jacaranda. If Ambassadorial Aide Lanier could contact me as soon as possible, it would be very appreciative. Hang up the phone.
Right.
That was a good message.
That was succinct and informative.
Yeah.
Very clear on the purpose.
I mean, he's losing his mind, but he still has some courtesy.
Well, anyway, you get ready to leave. Anything special you want to pack along? Like half a dozen Centauri Marines?
I'm gonna actually see what actual forces do I have available from the house.
Like a dozen security operators and the station defenses, which are pretty much mounted guns. You have a few patrol ships, but those are not equipped for hyperspace jumps on their own. They can, though, in their hyper gates.
Yeah, I better not take those. That's be me pushing my hand. Yeah.
And also would strip the station of its defenses.
Yeah.
Right now, we're at war.
I would bring that back up that you guys don't have an emperor and you shouldn't feel as safe in your position as you might want to.
Well, I'm guessing the household retainers haven't arrived yet.
Ah, yes. You recall seeing a message, but you were busy fixing the ship.
Yeah.
And you noticed that there has been a message from your grandfather, the esteemed admiral. It lists several trusted people he trusts for running operations. You will find those in Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
You haven't seen that file in a while. It's been there for weeks.
It has been several weeks.
Can you send me the link because it looks
Yeah,
like
sure. I'll send you the link.
Let's remove them.
It's in the lounge. Go get it. That was loud. Who's not that?
Oh, I hit delete.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Anyway, there's a list of some trusted personnel. The household retainers, as in the few people that are being sent over, are en route towards.
Yeah.
But they can't spare that many without sacrificing the integrity of the household operations elsewhere. Unless you order that.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that at the moment. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to be moving the entire house.
Yeah, there's going to be like half a dozen of retainers on station, and then there's the few managerial role positions available.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask Stavo to come with us?
Yeah. $500,000 for a efficient.
It's only for a year. $500,000 for an entire year.
These all are manager position roles. These all are expecting to be running an operation, not being individual
I know.
units.
But I'm just thinking if I get him and hire him as my spy master.
Well, you can hire any number of these you desire.
Yeah.
Anyway, the rest of you, while he's reading up, you are heading towards the Beta 2 station, and there is a call from Linnea arriving towards Dr. Derek Turner.
Hello?
You had something. My apologies. You attempted to contact us and requested that I call you back.
Yes, I just wanted to let you know that you should be aware that we have re-procured our ship, and Lanon is safely with us on board, and we would like to request the use of our sensor array again, if you would be so kind.
Ah, of course, of course. Have you checked that the sensor array is still with you?
It is still with us.
Well, in that case, we'll engage the operations. All you will need to do is to insert a blood sample from either Malone or Cortez into the system array at the junction 4B7.
All right.
It should be somewhere on the page, I'm not entirely sure. Access the schematics if you need.
Okay. Thank you very much.
May your journey be enlightening.
I just hang up the phone.
Do.
And I'm pretty sure I have. Would they steal blood? That's the question. Would they steal blood?
We would steal blood, yes.
I mean, the guys who stole our shit, would they steal blood?
Would they steal blood?
Because I do have everybody's blood specimens on file. All right.
Still bleed, you mean, surely?
No, he means would they steal the blood from
yeah.
the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, because then they can use Captain Voodoo on shit on me, and I ain't down with
They
that.
might have destroyed the blood samples, not necessarily steal them. Let's see if they managed to care about those. They were throughout enough that the old blood samples are destroyed.
Okay. So I go to the bridge. Are either one of you on the bridge?
Yeah. Sure.
Go first, huh?
So I walk on the bridge. Who's on here? Fear and
Fraser.
Frasia. Does either one of you know where the B7 junction is?
Hold. There.
Okay. I look over. I say, Malone, can you come here for a second?
Yeah, sure. What you need, buddy?
Can
Close
you
it.
can you give me your hand? I just like cut it with one of my scalpels.
Oh,
Then I press it on the B7 junction.
There's a. Hey! Sensors are back on.
All right.
Awesome.
Going back to medical, and I just walk out.
my hand starts healing itself, kind of. No. It does not work that way.
No,
Oh.
you just see a
Your
few
hand does
spikes come
start
out
to
of his
heal.
skin.
But it's normal human healing thing. Right. Meanwhile, have you made up your mind on who to call in? Or are you holding your decision for now?
I just think it's maybe start making our way to Beta 2, and we can then start having our good doctor maybe start scouring the information from Beta 2 about potential, like, you know, their equivalent of the dark net, about underground fighting pits and all that sort of stuff.
What day are we on?
Yeah.
That's the good question for Dr. Derek Turner.
Thursday. Now let's make it Saturday. I think Saturday works best. Saturday.
Because currently I have pretty much been awake for about 6 days without any real sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. You let's say the route back takes you 4 days.
See, the problem is that every time I think about going to sleep. I close my eyes and I just see that guy's face as I'm like blowing it up, and it immediately makes me just not want to go back to sleep.
Oh wow.
So 4 days, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna roll. What's a good roll for just going to sleep, trying to go to sleep, or
That would be
pushing
the
myself?
con.
Be endurance for this and travel.
That's it. Endurance.
Well, like more of a mental roll to see if mentally I'm going to let my body sleep, or am I just going to keep taking stems and taking the damage that it is involved to
So
keep pushing
sort of
myself.
a willpower check.
Yeah, it's basically a willpower. Like, what's my a willpower?
In this game, that would fall under intellect.
It's like, okay, so
Toads.
what would be the negative mod right as the stem is wearing off? For me?
This is the first stim or the second stim? Or the
This is-
third? Or the fifth?
I'm all right, hold on. I would say this is probably the second stem. So I will take another point of damage. Let's shoot myself up.
Yep, you take a
Oh, actually,
minus-
2 points. It's cumulative, so it's 2 points for the second stem.
That's a -2 penalty to that.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Oh,
roll.
actually, -1. -1. The first one is free.
Okay, so -1. Me.
Oh, I should actually open a window where I can see that. 7. That means you convince yourself that you're more useful awake.
Okay, yep. So I take another 2. I'll take another 2. However many stems to keep me up for the next 4 days.
Next 4 days.
Yep.
That takes like at least 2 stims, yeah.
Okay, so that's 2, then 3, then yep. So I have a 0 in my endurance now.
Yep,
Oh,
and
boy.
you are tired beyond belief.
Yep.
But you are awake.
Yep.
It's this weird double thingy. You're ready to fall asleep, but you're also so magnificently alert and awake at the same time. I can't describe that feeling. Now I know. It's the point where you're so tired that you become hyperactive.
Okay.
That's the point. That's the point you are at.
All right. So I'm gonna write down that I am currently on 3 stems.
Oh
Provide-
boy.
Okay.
This one bite us in the ass at all.
Nope.
It's okay. I mean, nobody's talked to me or confronted me, so let's see what happens. Let's go.
So as you are awake, Fraser comes up. Hey, dog, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I haven't seen you going to sleep in like 3 days. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I've rested.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you humans sleep. At least Wesley did, like constantly.
Yeah. Wesley wasn't your average human.
Yeah, I know that, but all humans tend to sleep, even Malone. And I think Malone was standard human days before the techno mage thing. But yeah, well, you're the doctor. I suppose you know best.
Yep. That's why I'm here. To heal.
Okay. See you.
I imagine there's like some like serious like dark circles starting like to form under my eyes.
Oh, you look like shit.
Oh yeah, I look horrible.
Yep. So you make it to Beta 2. The station is right there where you left it. Haven't moved an inch as far as you're concerned. The same.
And we're back.
Same dent as you left behind. Welcoming, as always, to new visitors. It's a large station, much bigger than yours, and it's easy enough to find some place to park your vessel for the nominal price of 2,500 credits per day.
Jeez.
There's maintenance fees. It's not easy keeping a space station. You should know. You own one.
Parking rate here is absolutely outrageous. Let's get this shit done and get out of here.
Yeah, before you have to pay for another day.
You coming, Doc?
Yeah, right there.
Alright, we might need you. We don't know what kind of weird ass situation or what condition Dugar is gonna be in.
I kind of run. I have my med kit kind of next to me. And I just follow them off the ship.
Alright. So, first things first. How do we get in on this underground fighting thing so that we could find Dugar?
I could just sell it. Just sell it on the market, you know. You are big and imposing.
Oh, I like where you're going with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a fighter, and then our leader here could be the one who's looking to test your mettle.
All right. I've got my nice. When they took our gear, they may have taken my my little replica sword that I had. You still got yours, or any type of weapon I should bring?
I can easily secure said weaponry for you.
All right, let's do this. I don't know nothing about being out here in Beta 2 or who to speak with. This is your turf. I'll let you call the shots.
I would suggest we go to some seedy type place.
Basically what the good doctor said.
Smart. I like that. All right. Let's do this. Let's check on whatever version of the map that there is around here and ask around on how to get to this place.
We like a streetwise check to figure that out.
Yeah, the streetwise sounds the best to find a CD out. A CD place with suitable connections to underground fighting rings.
Okay. Who's rolling streetwise? I have streetwise, but anybody can roll it.
I think your intellect is higher than my intellect.
It is.
So, I suggest you do it.
But am I currently on a minus since I'm hopped up on stems?
Do they know it?
No, they don't. They don't know it.
Do they know that you are good at finding CD locations?
They do know I am good at doing things.
So they probably are referring to your wise advice.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is my modifier?
Secret.
A -6?
No, it's secret. I will
Oh,
apply it
okay.
to the result.
Okay. Yay. Oh, that was a 5. Woo, that's a horrible roll.
That's a tremendous roll.
Yep. I'm about to get us stabbed.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much that you don't find a CD location. It just takes you several attempts at finding a CD location where you find the necessary information to find the arena sort of services. There's like a few places where you can hire a bar fight to commence and you get bet on it, but it's not gladiators, not trained ones at least.
Okay.
Well, they just seem like, bozos fighting each other for money. Yeah.
Or we're going from each one to each one, and we're not seeing actual dual guard there when we find them.
But it takes you some 7 places until you find a place with a proper arena.
Hey, this looks like it.
And you hear the cheers as you enter the ring, enter the audience around the ring. And there it is, a fight between a Centauri and a Nan, going out into the ring. Both of them armed with blades. The Nan with a punching dagger, and the Centauri with a kutari. The two are at it, and you recognize immediately that is Dujar fighting out there in the ring for his life. Several cuts have already been placed on both sides. Blood is smearing on the arena. There are cheers and there are boos all around the audience. Most of them obviously boos to the Nan and cheers for the Centauri, as this is a mini-cosm of the war waging outside. Kill the Nan! Don't give him mercy! The fight is going on. The two seem evenly matched. What do you do?
Oh, you're muted, buddy.
I would whisper over to Noah and say, can you see how many guards this place currently has?
Recon roll. Look around quickly. I want to do a recon roll for this, if that's all right with you.
Yep. Yep.
There we go. 7. Assess my situation of being able to take out whatever. Let's assess the situation here.
Okay. First of all, it's the traditional Roman style, so there's a leap of about 2.5 meters to the arena, and the audience goes up in a sliding slope around the pit.
Sure.
There is nominal amount of guards. There's like 4, 1 in each cardinal direction, and there seems to be some sort of gatekeepers out in the arena itself. 2 of them, 1 on each side. There's 2 gates.
2 gates, 2 gatekeepers per side.
1 gatekeeper per side.
Right.
It's a total of 6 guards. 4 of them upstairs. The upstairs guards don't seem to be armed in any sort of heavy fashion. Seem to have stun buttons at availability, while the guards on the downstairs seem to have blades as well as the stun buttons.
6 guards, 2 down and 4 up. I could probably get there, but I don't think I could take out all of these people.
and there's a veritable crowd of people. You count 100 and between 100 and 200.
Fuck it. I'm going for it.
What?
Okay. He's gonna get himself killed. You hear this crowd? They're chanting for blood.
Yes, but if you jump down there, how are you supposed to get out?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
There has to be an easier way to do this.
I don't think he's got time. Captain, what do you suggest? I'm all ears.
So I'm just double checking something.
The crowd erupts in a cheer as a Kotare cuts into the arm of Nan, blood spraying in a wild arc.
Hold on, so the guy who's actually this entire statue wearing wielding a Katari.
Yeah.
Is there any indication that he's got insignia suggesting that he's of the Kuro Pride?
Give me a recon roll.
So I don't have recon, so I'm just rolling on what? Intellect?
Intellect with a -3.
Alright. Does that
Actually, give me blades and intellect.
Hold on. So blade weapons, but instead of. Okay. There's my. Oh.
Yeah, if he's Koro Prido, at least you don't recognize the style he's using. It's oddly reminiscent. It has the similarities to the fencing style, but it could be just for the show itself. He's not necessarily a practitioner of the honor system, but he's definitely using some sort of similar style to give the feeling.
Do we see that VIP box where Jado may be sitting at?
So what?
No, there's no VIP boxes.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is, I would have been just carrying on my person a Katari inside the jacket, right? And I'm just in the loudest voice, I'm gonna shout, "How dare you besmirch the honor of the Kuro Prido!" And I'm just gonna chuck the blade, at the feet of the Centauri.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a. What would be persuasion is excellent for this because that is attracting attention.
Yes.
Oh, 7.
So you yell out, "How dare you!" The crowd goes silent. You see Dujan raising his eyes. They fill up with hope. And then there is a stab. Right through his face. The blade comes out behind his neck.
Fuck
The
it.
blade is pulled out. And he falls to the ground. And the entire crowd stands up in cheers. "Death to the nun! Death to the nun!" Death to the non.
Fuck it, it's go time. I'm running up down there as fast as I can, jumping whatever gap it is and heading down to where he has fallen. Decisions made. It's go time. This fool's gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna get him.
Okay. What about the rest? The two of you. You see Malone just dashing forward and jumping into the arena. Malone, on a side note, give me athletics dexterity, please.
The Hura?
Athletics dexterity.
Can do.
Let's see how much damage you take from the fall.
Dexterity is not my best.
Exactly.
You were jumping in pits.
I rolled a 1 and a 3. This is fantastic.
Yes, that means you take 5 points from the landing itself.
Amazing.
Armor does not do a thing against gravity for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Gravity is the master. It's the law.
Gravity
people.
is a
Gravity
bitch.
No, gravity is the law, people.
Your people have actually managed to rein in the gravity, but at this point it's working against him. Landers, your action.
I'm guessing there's no way when I can looking around to see anything that would indicate where maybe the owner of the club or like the slave owners might have been there.
If they are here, you have not been able to spot their location so far. But with the new ruckus going on, perhaps they will show themselves as reacting differently to the show. So if you stay and observe, you may find out.
No, fuck it. That guy ignored a bloody challenge. And I'm just gonna be pointing my finger at this entire fighter. And I'm like, going, you, and I'm actually going to shout out my loudest, and I'm going, you dare ignore a challenge and strike at someone who's not defending themselves?
Okay, that's another persuasion roll. You're gonna get a bane for all the noise around you. You have to actually yell over the death to the
Oh,
night.
yeah. 7 on that, but you said bane.
So that 6 is
No.
not helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice just is drowned by the crowd.
I'm just gonna slowly make my way down to the arena, and if I see that guy,
Yep.
I'm
Doctor.
going for him.
You said he basically stabbed
He
New
through the
guy,
face
yeah.
and through the back of the head.
neck.
He dead. Maybe, I don't know. Probably.
So that looks like an injury to kill a person. At least to the doctor.
It's a lethal wound, or
Yep.
a mortal wound. Which one is it? I don't know the medical terminology, but the one that kills you.
Well, first I'm gonna make my cracking roll. So add whatever penalty you said you add to that. This is secret.
So what roll are you making?
I'm currently rolling to see if Derek is in the frame of mind to act appropriately.
Ah, the mental
Yes.
roll. Right.
Just mentally.
All
Because
the intellect.
he just saw another person assumingly die, and this person he's relatively close to. So we'll see what happens. That's an 8.
That's an
What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean, GM?
That means it's an 8.
All right, so
That's a success by the barest of margins.
okay, so I keep my head. I try to. I mean, I'm not jumping over no.
I land on my soft body that splatted on the ground like this.
All right, I'm going to run to the edge. I'm not going to just jump, but I'm gonna try to like hang myself from the wall and kind of like lower myself down and kind of like try to brace my fall using the friction from the side of the wall to, covering my arms to kind of
Dexterity
alleviate.
athletics. Oh, athletics dexterity.
I mean, I'm not tricked. I mean, it's going to be bad either way. That's a 7.
You only take 1 point of damage from the fall.
All right. Well, I mean, being
It's
that
a
I'm
lot less than
already,
him.
being that I'm
I
already,
jumped.
ooh, this is not. Ooh, woo, woo. Okay.
So you two are down in the arena. I think this is a good place to stop for this session and have the conclusions next week.
No.
The doctor is so going to die. I see it right now.
Yeah.
I'm only working with 2 pools right now.
So, ladies and gentlefolks, how did you find this episode and its thrilling conclusion? Or the thrilling cliffhanger?
I think we should have. I think we should have not left Butane to get the. I mean, I should not have left Beta 2 to go back to Butane, just to come back to Beta 2.
Well, the thing is, I didn't think us having this ship that we 100% stole just wafting there, because we have a GM that likes to steal shit randomly.
They're
So
just obstacles, man.
yeah, and I to be honest with you, I was not going to hunt down that ship if somebody stole it. Somebody stole it, I'm like, okay, the ship can go. I wasn't going to hunt it down. So
I like what you're going on with Doc. That worries me. You have now become interesting. A wild card.
Yeah.
Landis, how about you?
It was actually it was a wee bit similar to. Well, it was making me remember of a wee storyline me and Sam played with when we played Star Trek a long time ago, with me doing a terrorite doctor, just like where he was operating fine, but other times it was just shakes in the hands and all that. That was. I brought back memories. Those were good days.
You made Froggy very sad, by the way.
Yes, I know.
But we killed Dugar. No, we might have killed Dugar.
I don't know. Hopefully,
Nope.
we'll see. I mean, he's
Find
probably.
out next week.
But
That's the thing. I'm more at least like I'm coming in for this dramatic entrance, and it's like it's just the fuck it, like movie entrance. Of course, everyone quiets down so you can shout out the challenge, and then of course, in real life, everyone will be trying you out because they're amped up. It's like, so all I do is end up just making the distraction and cause the thing I'm not wanting to do.
Yep. I had this plotted down to 2 choices. Either you keep the ship, or you make it to the slave owners before the battle begins. The other option was you go to you take the ship and you go do things, come back when the Nan has had sufficient training to put him on the circuit, and you arrive just in time. You have a chance to save him, or had a chance. I'm not blowing my cards at this point. But it was significant. It was always going to be significantly smaller margin. If
It's always one or the other, never both.
yes,
That's what you got to learn.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
there's always the option for both, but the chances of getting both get harder when you try to get them both.
Exactly. And you don't have a good doctor right now. you have a mediocre doctor currently.
So we have access to Dr. Franklin then.
He's a couple of jumps away, though.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Derek and Mr. Hyde, okay?
We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
God.
I'm excited.
Over here, Lion Fraser, I'm good. Go away.
Right. So, anyway, the next game is going to be next week, Saturday, which is going to be the 30th of what was it
November.
called?
30th of November.
30th of November. At the same Babylon time, same Babylon-ish channel. Unfortunately, the Sources of Power will not be airing tomorrow due to real-life difficulties with the Game Master.
Yeah.
Instead, I will be having a day off and sleeping.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The Game Master's been an idiot. He's forgetting about things he scheduled months ago.
And then
Sorry,
I'm going to
dudes.
work for 6 days straight just to give you, just to be awake for the next show.
Yeah.
We'll see how my week is going to look, but all I know is I'll have 6 days.
Okay.
Then should be in the same position, but there's also been rumors that I might get a special gig somewhere, sometimes, someday, and I don't know when. So, we'll see about that.
Yep.
Any other points of contention to speak about?
I mean, there's a lot of things I could complain about, but no, not really.
I think I enjoyed blowing up the money.
Money, 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 money. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
It had the base difficulty of 10.
Yeah. I wanted to weld it, but we used the tools at hand.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much money there was if you opened it correctly?
No.
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 No, because it's going to make us upset. No.
It'll just make me more mad.
You find
No,
a way
I wasn't
to-
mad. It's what it is.
You find a way to insert it in just to wind us up.
Yep.
We'll find a clue at some point where we'll find like the final clue, like the final tally ledger or something from it, and or Ariana will bring it up saying, "You do realize the captain was advising that he had so much left in that safe. Where is that money?" And going, "Oh yeah, that."
It's literally in the logs. It's probably in the logs. Who knows? We'll find out.
If you
Right now
really
it's
want
a-
to, you can find out.
Right now, it's a tasty mystery.
And now it's smoke.
It happens.
All right. Well, guys, I apologize. I'd like to stick around a little bit longer, but I've
But-
got.
We should wrap this up and get to sleep, each one of you, and you get on whatever you're doing. Hey, can you make us a few tunes on your guitar before you go?
What now?
Few tunes on your guitar?
Oh, yeah.
Show us your skills.
I gotta warm up anyways. Let me see what I can do here real quick. First off, let me switch the audio so it'll sound better.
Woohoo.
Play us out. Play us out.
Let's see. That's terrible. Let's try.
Better than I can do.
Now let's do something really cool. Let's try. Oh, I know. one knows what it's like
I was going to ask
to
for
be
that.
bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they are as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. Love is vengeance that's never free.
We need to get you a better mic so you can do this at the start of every episode instead of our normal starting tunes. I mean, I like our starting tunes, but live music is better.
Yeah,
Especially
I
when it's
agree.
performed by the famous Carlos Santana.
Oh, I should have played something by Carlos Santana too.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah. All right, folks.
Thanks for being here. See you next week for the thrilling conclusion of this episode.
All right. Have a goodies. Bye bye. Bonus nachos.
Bonus nachos, everybody.